We were driving north on the 5 when all of a sudden we just heard a really loud noise and my passenger side window shattered.
New tonight, in her own words, the 24-year-old driver who was randomly shot at on the freeway in Oceanside is talking to 10 News about how that happened. 10 News has been on top of this story since it happened early Saturday morning. Good evening, I'm Itika Milanes.
And I'm Preston Phillips. The woman and her passenger were told by the CHP that their car had been hit by a shotgun blast at close range. 10 News reporter Jennifer Jensen is live at CHP headquarters with what the women thought had hit them before seeing the damage themselves. Jen?
Well, good evening, Preston and Itika. The CHP tells us that shooter actually fired at them from close range, 10 to 15 feet away. That's like where I'm standing right now to the CHP building that you see behind me. But this all happened on Interstate 5 early yesterday morning, as you mentioned, 2 o'clock in the morning up in Oceanside, and the women in the car are still too scared to show their identities.
It was just a really loud blast. It kind of sounded like an explosion.
She may be too frightened to share her identity, but she's talking with 10 News and showing us the pictures from her nightmare on the freeway.
We didn't really know what had happened. We both kind of felt like we got shot at, but we didn't really think that would have happened.
But these pictures prove that it did. The 24-year-old from Orange County and her friend the same age were driving home when their car was shot at along the freeway.
It appears random. There's nothing to indicate that they were the target.
They were in a red 2004 Mazda 3 like this one. You can see where the buckshot from the shotgun blast penetrated the car, just inches away from where her friend was sitting.
All of a sudden, we hear like a loud sound, and then all the glass just shattered all in the car and sprayed all over us, and I'm screaming.
She too still fears for her life, so she has asked us to protect her identity.
Our first instinct was like a brick hit the car or a rock or something.
This 10 News virtual view shows they were driving northbound on the 5 in the slow lane just south of Mission Avenue when the passenger says someone appeared to have stepped out of the bushes along the freeway and opened fire, striking the passenger side window and frame of the car.
Once the police got there, they confirmed that we'd been shot at with a shotgun. And that it was incredibly close range, within 10 to 15 feet.
The women then drove to this mobile gas station in Oceanside to get help. They were both bleeding. The driver was hit by a piece of lead in her wrist that she had to have surgically removed. Her passenger had cuts to her head and face. Otherwise, they're both physically okay.
Certainly very, very lucky young ladies.
The CHP tells us the person, when they are caught, will face a host of charges, including assault with a deadly weapon and firing into a moving vehicle. But again, that person has not been caught, and there are no witnesses at this point. But CHP do tell us that they have some physical evidence from the scene, but they won't elaborate as to what that is. Of course, we're going to stay on top of any developments. We're live here in Marina. Jennifer Jensen, 10 News.
All right, frightening situation, Jen. Thank you.